Dear students, myself Dhundappa Kulkarni, Department of Mathematics, Dr. R.B. Patil, MHP College, Hubballi. Now I am going to take the third session on the chapter Sequence and Series about KCT and JEE part. So in this session, here we are going to solve some more problems on the sequence and series. Already in two previous sessions we have completed some questions and solution. Let us start the session with the questions. Question number 21. If m times the mth term of an AP with non-zero common difference equals n times the nth term of the AP, where m is not equal to n, then m plus nth term of this AP is option A m plus n times mth term, option B 0, option C m plus n, option D minus of m plus n. Let us see the solution of this question. Let A be the first term and D be the common difference of the AP. We have m into am is equal to n into n as the given data, because m times the mth term of the AP is equal to n times the nth term of AP. So let us write down this as m into the bracket of a plus m minus 1 into d is equal to n into the bracket of a plus n minus 1 into d by using the formula of nth term. Now we have to simplify this one by multiplying m as well as n on either sides here, so that after that here ma plus m into the bracket of m minus 1 whole into d is equal to na plus n minus 1 into n whole into d, means here we can take all the terms one side and also we can take some common terms also. By taking common, that is m minus n, we have a minus d, plus we have that is m square minus n square whole into d is equal to 0. So this is by simplification we can get here. So in both the terms here m minus n is common, because m square minus n square can be written as m plus n into m minus n. Therefore we can take out m minus n common. By taking m minus n common, we have that is a minus d plus m plus 1 whole into d whole is equal to 0. Dear student, already that given data m is not equal to n, means m is not equal to n means, so that m minus n should not be equal to 0. Therefore we should take that is a minus d plus m plus 1 whole into d is equal to 0 should be taken. Therefore we have a plus, here we can rearrange the terms within the bracket here, so that we have m plus n minus 1 whole into d is equal to 0. So this indicates that is m plus nth term. Therefore we can write down here that is m plus nth term of this AP is equal to 0. Therefore the right option is B. Let us go for the next question. Question number 22. The interior angles of a convex polygon are in AP. If the smallest angle is 100 degree and the common difference is 4 degree, then the number of sides is option A 5, option B 7, option C 36, option D 44. We will see the solution of this question. Dear students, the sum of interior angles of a convex polygon, it is always written as n minus 2 into the bracket of 180 degree. So let us check here. We know that the sum of the interior angles of a convex polygon of n sides is n minus 2 into 180 degree. So that it is given that here a is equal to 100 and d is equal to 4, means that smallest angle, means this can be taken as the first angle. The smallest angle is the 100 degree, means we can take it as a is equal to 100, and the common difference of any two angles, that is consecutive angles, is equal to what here 4 degree, so that we can take an as here d is equal to 4. Therefore we have to take here sum here, so that if you want to take this sum, means that we have the formula for Sn. So that is here n by 2 into the bracket of 2 into 100 plus n minus 1 into 4 by using the formula of Sn is equal to n minus 2 into 180 because it is the sum of all the interior angles of a convex polygon of n side. So now we can simplify this one here. So that to simplify this one here we can take out 2 common in the LHS part and by cancellation here we can write it as here by multiplication n square minus 41 n plus 180 is equal to 0 after all the simplification. Just we can do multiplication and addition of all these terms here. So we will get n square minus 41 n plus 180 is equal to 0. Now we have to find out the roots of this quadratic equation. Therefore we can take out the factors that sum gives minus 41 and that product should give that is 180. Therefore we can consider the numbers 36 and 5. So after solving this quadratic equation we have that is n is equal to 5 and 36. So we have two values for n, but here we have to take only one value. Because of that here we have to consider if n is equal to 36 then interior angles of the polygon are 100, 104 or so on, 176, 180, 184, so on to 44 degree. Okay, but in this condition here no interior angle can be 180 degree because that angle should be less than 180 degree. Therefore by taking n is equal to 36 it is not possible. So that here we should take that is n is equal to 5 is the number of sides of this convex polygon. Therefore the right option is A. Now we go for the next question, question number 23. Sum of an infinite GP is 20 and sum of their squares is 100. The common ratio of the GP is option A 1 by 5, option B 2 by 5, option C 3 by 5 and option D 4 by 5. So it is already asked in JEE 2002. We can see the solution here. So sum of an infinite GP is 20 means we can take the formula that is A by 1 minus R because that A by 1 minus R is the sum of infinite GP. So which is equal to 20 here and sum of their squares. So this can be taken as here that is A square divided by 1 minus R square is equal to 100 because here after squaring all the terms here the first term is A square and the common ratio is R square. Therefore you can take it as A square divided by 1 minus R square is equal to 100. Now by using these two data we have to find out the common ratio of the GP. Therefore now I am going to divide these two terms here means that is second term divided by first term. Therefore after cancelling because A square divided by 1 minus R square is in the numerator part and A divided by 1 minus R in the denominator part. In the numerator part here we can write down that 1 minus R square as 1 plus R into 1 minus R. Therefore in the numerator part as well as denominator part we can cancel that is 1 minus R as well as A also. Therefore after all the cancellation we have 20 into the bracket of A divided by 1 plus R is equal to 100. Now this implies A divided by 1 plus R is equal to 5 because 21 ja 25 ja. Now we can transfer that 1 plus R to the right hand side. Therefore here right hand side means here just we can consider that first equation and this equation. So that now again divide that first equation and this third equation. We have A divided by 1 minus R divided by A divided by 1 plus R is equal to 20 by 5. So now we can cancel A and also here 5 1 ja and 5 4 ja. Therefore we can write it as here 1 plus R because that denominator of denominator will be coming here that is numerator of this numerator part. Therefore 1 plus R divided by 1 minus R is equal to 4 is here. We can transfer that 1 minus R to the right hand side. Therefore 1 plus R is equal to 4 minus 4R. Now we can transfer all those elements to the one side. Therefore it becomes 5R is equal to 3. Therefore R is equal to 3 by 5. So therefore that R value is the common ratio of the given GP. Therefore the right option is C. Question number 24. let TR be the rth term of an AP whose first term is A and common difference is D. If for some positive integers mn, m is not equal to n, Tm is equal to 1 by n and Tn is equal to 1 by m, then A minus D equals option A 1 by mn, option B 1, option C 0, option D 1 by m plus 1 by n. Let us see the solution of this question. So this question is already asked in JEE in 2002. Go for the solution now. So Tm can be written as 1 by n and Tn can be written as 1 by m as the given data. Now we can write down them. A plus m minus 1 into D is equal to 1 by n and A plus n minus 1 into D is equal to 1 by m. Now subtracting these both on either sides here, so that A and A cancelled here by taking that m minus 1 into D and minus n minus 1 into D, we can take out D common. Therefore we have m minus n whole into D is equal to 1 minus n minus 1 by m. Now we can take the LCM. LCM is mn. So by multiplying m to the first term, n to the second term, we have again m minus n divided by mn in the RHS part. Therefore we can cancel m minus n on either side. Therefore D is equal to 1 by mn. Now from the first equation, that is A plus m minus 1 into D is equal to 1 by n, here we can take down that is A minus D, because here already by multiplying D here it becomes dm minus D. Therefore here A minus D, that m D to be transferred to the right hand side. Therefore we have A minus D is equal to 1 by n minus md. Now we can replace the value of D is equal to 1 by mn. Therefore we have 1 by n minus 1 by n is equal to 0. Therefore A minus D is equal to 0. The right option is C. Now question number 25. Given a sequence of 4 numbers, first 3 of which are in GP and the last 3 are in AP with common difference 6. If first and last term of the sequence are equal, then the last term is option A 16, option B 8, option C 4, option D 2. So this question is already asked in JEE in 2013. Let us go for the solution. Let first 3 terms be A by R, A R, because these are the terms of GP, and the last 3 numbers be A R, 2 AR minus A, because here first we have to consider the common difference of these first 2 numbers. They are A R here. So AR minus A means it is equal to D here, so that we can add to the second term to get the third term. Therefore AR and plus AR minus A means it becomes 2AR minus A. So this is the fourth term. So by the given data we are given that is AR minus A is equal to 6. AR minus A is equal to 6 means here the common difference is already given, so that common difference is 6. Therefore we can take out AR minus A is equal to 6, and 2AR minus A, it is the fourth term, is equal to the first term. First term is what here? A by R. Therefore 2AR minus A is equal to A by R. Now in the next step here we have to simplify that one here, that is by taking A common from the second equation, A common, and we can cancel A on both sides. The remaining is here. So 2R minus 1 is equal to 1 by R. So that R also can be transferred, means which have to be multiplied to the left hand side. Therefore it becomes 2R square minus R is equal to 1. Now we can here factorize this one. Therefore we have that is 2R plus 1 into the bracket of R minus 1 is equal to 0. Therefore we have the values of R here minus 1 by 2 and 1. R is equal to 1 we can consider first here. It is not possible for then A into 1 minus A is equal to 6, or it is 0 is equal to 16. So which is not possible here. Therefore we should not take R is equal to 1. Therefore R is not equal to 1. Now let r is equal to minus 1 by 2, the a into the bracket of minus 1 by 2 minus a is equal to 6, therefore it gives a is equal to minus 4. Therefore we can consider a is equal to minus 4 and r is equal to minus 1 by 2. Therefore the last term, it is also equal to first term, therefore we can consider the last term means here that is also equal to first term means we can consider a by r means that is minus 4 divided by minus 1 by 2. After here simplifying it one, here we will get the 8. Therefore the right option is B. Question number 26. The sum of the first three terms of an increasing AP is 9 and sum of their squares is 35 and the sum to n terms of the series is option A 3n square, option B 2n square, option C 6n minus 2n square, option D n square. Let us go for the solution. Let D be common difference of the AP, then A2 minus D plus A2 plus A2 plus D is equal to 9, because we have to take the sum of first three terms. And here we have to consider the sum of their squares also, so it is equal to 35. Therefore A2 minus D whole square plus A2 square plus A2 plus D whole square is equal to 35. So by simplifying the first equation, so that we have that is 3A2 is equal to 9, therefore it gives here A2 is equal to 3. And by simplifying the second equation, because A2 minus D whole square means we can apply the value, we can apply the formula of A minus D whole square, similarly A minus B whole square, and similarly for A2 plus D whole square we can apply the formula A plus B whole square. So applying that formulas here, and here we have to cancel, that is minus 2A2 D plus 2A2 D, here we can cancel both of them. Here we have that is 3A2 square plus 2D square remained in the LHS part, this is equal to 35. So now we can apply the value of A2 in this one, therefore by applying A2 here we have that is D is equal to 2. So now here we have to find out sum to n terms of this series, so the formula for Sn is equal to n by 2 into the bracket of 2A1 plus n minus 1 whole into D. So A1 is equal to here also here it is equal to that is n by 2 into the bracket of 2A2 plus n minus 3 into D. Therefore we have n by 2 into the bracket of that is 2 into 3, because the value of A2 is 3 plus n minus 3 into 2, because the value of D is equal to 2. Therefore now we can take out 2 common and we can cancel with the denominator 2. Therefore we have that is n into the bracket of 3 plus n minus 3, and within the bracket here 3 minus 3 cancelled again. Therefore we have n into n, therefore Sn is equal to n square. So Sn is equal to n square means here we have the right option is D. Question number 27. Suppose ABC are distinct positive real numbers such that A, 2B, 3C are in AP and ABC are in GP. The common ratio of GP is option A is equal to 2, option B 1 by 2, option C 1 by 3, option D 3. Let us go for the solution. We have ABC are distinct real numbers, but that A, 2B, 3C are in AP means we can apply, that is here the middle term is the arithmetic mean of that two given numbers A and 3C. Therefore we can write it as here 2 into 2B is equal to A plus 3C, because we can apply that ABC are in AP means we can apply that is 2B is equal to A plus C, like that here we can consider 2 into 2B is equal to A plus 3C. By using the second condition ABC are in GP means here we can write it as here B square is equal to AC. Now we can consider the first equation 2 into 2B is equal to A plus 3C. Here we can square on both sides. Here we have that is here 4b whole square. 4b whole square means that is here, that is 16b square is equal to a plus 3c whole square. Therefore we can write it as here 1 by 16 into the bracket of a plus 3c whole square is equal to AC, because b square is equal to AC. Therefore we can replace that value here. Now we can here transfer that 16 to the right hand side. Therefore a plus 3c whole square can be written as a square plus 9c square plus 6ac is equal to 16ac. Now we can transfer 16ac to the left hand side. Then we have the equation, that is a square minus 10ac plus 9c square is equal to 0. Now it is the equation. Now we can write it as there a minus c into the bracket of a minus 9c is equal to 0. Here we have to take that is a is equal to 9c, because a minus 9c is equal to 0, because that a minus c should not be equal to 0, because a is not equal to c. Therefore we can take a is equal to 9c. Now we can transfer that c to the left hand side. C by a becomes 1 by 9, and ABC are in already GP. Therefore the common ratio between a and c is also here r square. R square is equal to 1 by 9, because c by a is equal to r square, because r into r, because the common ratio between c and a is r square. Therefore r square is equal to 1 by 9 and r is equal to 1 by 3. Here it is, we have to take only positive real numbers, because all are the positive real number. Therefore we can consider only r is equal to 1 by 3 positive number. We cannot consider r is equal to minus 1 by 3, because a, b, c all are greater than 0. Therefore the right option is C. Now consider the question number 28. The sum of three numbers in AP 21. If the second number is reduced by 1 while third is increased by 1, three resulting numbers form an increasing GP. The common ratio of the GP is option A 2, option B 3, option C 4, option D 7. Let us go for the solution. Now consider three numbers of AP, B, A minus D, A plus D. And the sum is 21 is equal to a minus d plus a plus 3d will be equal to 3a. Therefore 21 is equal to 3a means a is equal to 7. Now here by using the condition that a is equal to 7 means we can write that number a minus d. So this is the first number, therefore 7 minus d. And here the condition is second number is reduced by 1. Reduced by 1 means we can take down, that is here a minus 1 means 7 minus 1, and third number is increased by 1. Therefore a plus d is the third number. So that a plus d plus 1, therefore it can be written as 7 plus d plus 1. So that resulting numbers are in GP. Therefore 7 minus d, 7 minus 1, 7 plus d plus 1 are in GP. Therefore we can write them as 7 minus d 6, 8 plus d. They are in GP means that middle number is the square of middle number is equal to the product of remaining two numbers. Therefore we can write it as 6 square, because middle number is 6. So 6 square is equal to the product of two numbers is 7 minus d into 8 plus d. Now we can simplify this one. 6 square is 36 is equal to 56 minus d minus d square by multiplying 7 minus d into 8 plus d term by term. Now we can transfer that 56 minus d square to the left hand side. Therefore it becomes d square plus d minus 20, because 36 minus 56 is minus 20, it whole is equal to 0. So d square plus d minus 20 is equal to 0. It is the quadratic equation. Now we can consider the two numbers here which give the difference is plus 1 and the product is minus 20. Therefore the numbers are here plus 5 and minus 4. Therefore we have d plus 5 into d minus 4 is equal to 0. Therefore we have d is equal to minus 5 and 4. Here we have to consider only the common ratio. So to find out the common ratio, so that we have to consider the terms in GP. The terms are in GP means 7 minus D, 6 and 8 plus D. So to find out the common ratio, we have to consider the second term divided by first term. Therefore, 7 minus D, 6, 8 plus D is an increasing GP and D is equal to 4 here. The common ratio of this GP is given by 7 divided by 7 minus D because the second term divided by first term. Therefore, the value of D is equal to 4 here. 6 divided by 7 minus 4. Therefore, it is 6 minus 6 by 3. Therefore, 3 1 ja, 3 2 ja. Therefore, the value of D is equal to 2. Therefore, the right option is A. Now the question number 29. N arithmetic means are inserted between 3 and 17. If the ratio of first to last mean is 1:3, means A1 is 2, An is 1:3, then N is equal to option A 4, option B 5, option C 6, option D 8. Let us go for the solution. Let the N arithmetic means between 3 and 17 be capital A1, A2, so on, An. After inserting here we have that D is the common difference. Therefore, here we can write down that value of D is equal to, that is B minus A divided by N plus 1. B is the last term and A is the first term. Therefore, we can write the value of D is equal to 17 minus 3 divided by N plus 1. Therefore, it is equal to 14 divided by N plus 1. Also, it is given that A1 divided by An is equal to 1 by 3. Already it is given that ratio of first to the last mean is 1:3. Therefore, A1 can be written as here 3 plus D divided by that An can be written as 17 minus D because A1 is the next term of 3. Therefore, we can add that common difference. Therefore, it becomes 3 plus D. N is the term which is before 31. 31 is the last term. Therefore, if you subtract D from that 17, here we have that An value. Therefore, 3 plus D divided by 17 minus D is equal to 1 by 3. Now we can take the value of D here. D is equal to 14 by N plus 1. Therefore, by applying the value of D here, 3 plus 14 by N plus 1 divided by 17 minus 14 by N plus 1 is equal to 1 by 3. Now we can take the LCM of the numerator part, that is N plus 1. Even that LCM of the denominator is also N plus 1. By multiplying N plus 1 to 3, here we have 3 into the bracket of N plus 1 plus 14 divided by N plus 1 divided by 17 into N plus 1 minus 14 divided by N plus 1. In both the denominators we have N plus 1, we can cancel them. Therefore, we have to write down in LHS part, that is 3n plus 17 divided by 17n plus 3 is equal to 1 by 3. Now we can do the cross multiplication. It becomes 9n plus 17 into 3 is equal to 17n plus 3. By simplifying, we have n is equal to 6. So this is the value of n. Therefore, the right option is C. Dear students, so don't consider that the right option is A. Here the right option is C. Now we go for the 30th question, the last question of this session. If sum of first 20 terms of an AP is equal to the sum of 30 terms of the AP, then sum of the first 50 terms of the AP is option A minus 1, option B 0, option C 10, option D 25. Let us go for the solution. Let A be the first term and D be the common difference of this given AP. Then we have S20 is equal to S30 because the sum of first 20 terms is equal to the sum of first 30 terms of the AP. Now we can apply the formula of Sn. We can write it as 20 by 2 into the bracket of 2A plus 20 minus 1 into D is equal to 30 by 2 into the bracket of 2A plus 30 minus 1 into D. Now after all the cancellation on either side, here we can here take, that is 2 1 ja 2 10 ja. Similarly, in the RHS part we can cancel 2 1 ja 2 15 ja, and within the bracket we have 2A plus 19D in the LHS part, and also in the RHS part we have within the bracket 2A plus 29D. So after all the cancellation, here we have 2a plus 49d is equal to 0. So 2a plus 49d is equal to 0. It is getting after the cancellations. Now we have to find out the sum of the first 50 terms of the AP. Therefore, now we can consider S50. S50 is equal to 50 by 2 into the bracket of 2a plus 50 minus 1 into d. So within the bracket we have 2a plus 50 minus 1 into d means that is equal to 2a plus 49d. So as we have solved in the previous step, we have 2a plus 49d is equal to 0. We can apply here. Therefore 50 by 2 into 0. Therefore it gives 0. Therefore S50 is equal to 0 for this given question. Therefore the right option is B. Dear student, we have completed that 10 questions in this session. Now I am going to end the session. Thank you student. Thank you for watching.